What if your e-commerce business, thriving in its local market, hits a wall when it comes to growth? What if the traditional funding avenues like bank loans or venture capital feel like navigating a bureaucratic maze with endless paperwork and strict repayment schedules that don't align with the unpredictable nature of online sales? And what if the very solution that could unlock your next stage of expansion, flexible, revenue-based financing, seems out of reach because you're not operating in the United States? It's a valid concern because the landscape of e-commerce financing can often feel U.S.-centric. Many innovative financial solutions emerge from Silicon Valley or other major American tech hubs, and their initial focus is, understandably, on their home market. But for a company like Wayflyer, whose very mission is to empower e-commerce businesses to scale, limiting their reach to a single country would be a significant oversight in an interconnected global economy. So, let's address this head-on and dive deep into Wayflyer's international availability, exploring not just where they operate, but why their global expansion is so crucial for the future of e-commerce. First, let's cut to the chase. No, Wayflyer is not exclusively available in the United States. In fact, they have a robust and growing international presence, serving thousands of e-commerce businesses across multiple continents. This is fantastic news for anyone outside the U.S. who's been looking at their funding model with envious eyes. Wayflyer understands that e-commerce is inherently borderless, and so too should be the funding that fuels its growth. So, where exactly is Wayflyer available? Beyond the United States, Wayflyer has strategically expanded into several key markets, primarily in Europe and Oceania. As of now, you'll find Wayflyer actively providing funding and growth solutions in Canada. Our neighbors to the north are definitely on Wayflyer's radar, recognizing the thriving e-commerce ecosystem. United Kingdom. As a major hub for online retail in Europe, the UK was a natural fit for Wayflyer's expansion. Ireland. This is Wayflyer's home base, with their headquarters located in Dublin. So naturally, Irish e-commerce businesses have access to their services. Australia. Down under. The e-commerce market is booming, and Wayflyer has established a strong foothold to support Australian brands. Spain. Wayflyer has made significant inroads into the vibrant Spanish e-commerce scene. The Netherlands, a key market in Northern Europe. The Netherlands also benefits from Wayflyer's presence. Belgium, another European nation where Wayflyer is actively supporting online businesses. Denmark. The Nordic region is increasingly digital, and Wayflyer is present in Denmark to cater to this growth. Germany, Europe's largest economy and a powerhouse in e-commerce. Germany is a crucial market for Wayflyer. Sweden, continuing their reach into the Nordics, Sweden is also part of Wayflyer's operational map. This impressive list demonstrates a clear commitment to global expansion. It's not just a token presence. Wayflyer has offices in strategic locations like Dublin, London, New York, and Sydney, underlining their dedication to serving these diverse markets with localized support. But why is this international availability so important? It goes beyond simply offering a financial product. Wayflyer's model is designed to be deeply integrated with the operational realities of e-commerce businesses. This means understanding local market nuances, payment gateways, marketing channels, and even cultural buying habits. Their global presence allows them to 1. Address the funding gap for international e-commerce. Traditional lending institutions, particularly outside of the U.S., often struggle to assess the unique risk profiles of e-commerce businesses. They may lack the data analytics capabilities or the flexible structures needed to accommodate the often volatile revenue streams of online sellers. Wayflyer, with its focus on revenue-based financing, steps into this gap, offering a lifeline to businesses that might otherwise be overlooked. This is especially critical in markets where traditional venture capital might be less abundant or accessible for early to mid-stage e-commerce companies. 2. Provide localized expertise and support. While the internet makes the world feel smaller, e-commerce still operates within distinct national frameworks. Regulations, taxation, consumer protection laws, and even preferred marketing platforms can vary significantly. By having a presence in these countries, Wayflyer can offer more than just capital. They can provide localized insights and support. This could mean connecting businesses with relevant agencies, understanding specific advertising trends, or navigating local compliance requirements. It transforms them from a mere lender into a true growth partner. 3. Fuel cross-border e-commerce growth. For many e-commerce businesses, the natural progression of growth involves expanding beyond their home market. This often requires significant capital investment for international marketing, logistics, and potentially even localized product development. If a funding partner is only available in one country, it creates a bottleneck for global ambitions. Wayflyer's international reach facilitates this cross-border expansion, allowing businesses to secure funding in their local currency while still planning for and executing international sales strategies. Imagine a UK-based brand looking to penetrate the German market. Having Wayflyer support in both regions, or at least in the UK with an understanding of the German market, creates a far smoother path. 4. Diversify their own portfolio and mitigate risk. For Wayflyer itself, expanding globally is a smart business move. It diversifies their risk by not being overly reliant on a single market's economic performance or regulatory environment. It also opens up a much larger pool of potential clients, allowing them to scale their own operations and impact. This creates a more resilient and sustainable business model for Wayflyer, which in turn benefits their clients. 5. Leverage data for smarter decisions. Wayflyer's core strength lies in its use of data analytics to assess business performance and predict future revenue. By operating in multiple countries, they gain access to a wider and more diverse data set. This allows them to refine their algorithms, identify emerging trends across different markets, and ultimately make even smarter, more accurate funding decisions. This iterative process of data collection and refinement strengthens their offering for all their clients, regardless of location. How does Wayflyer's international model work? At its heart, Wayflyer's model remains consistent across all its operating regions. Revenue-based financing, data-driven assessment, speed and efficiency, growth insight. What does this mean for your e-commerce business outside the U.S.? If you're an e-commerce entrepreneur operating in one of the countries where Wayflyer has a presence, this is incredibly good news. It means access to flexible capital, faster funding decisions, no equity dilution, growth-oriented partnership. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.